Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So the winner of the vote for my first entry into Braille Scales 1/72 or smaller group build is the British armoured car, the Rolls-Royce pattern 1920. It was a close run thing. The LCM, the FX LCM and Sherman came second, and then I think it was between the Corsair and HMS Invincible, the Heinkel only getting one vote. So really appreciate you getting involved and helping with that. So this is my entry video as agreed, and I thought I'd show the box art again, although you've already seen this kit once before. Looking at the instructions, I realised that there's two other variants of this kit that you can make. You can make a vehicle which operated in Egypt and Iraq, 1940s, 1943, and that's preserved at Homingstone Museum. And you can also do it as an Irish Cavalry Corps vehicle, Ireland Blarney 1941, and I've got an idea that that one's in a museum as well. The one that operated in Egypt and Iraq is finished in the sand colour. The one that operated in Ireland, now that is indicated as being a pale blue, Vallejo's pale blue, but looking at online it almost looks like a Panzer Grey, so I think I would probably go for the online colour. Now I've realised that although I wanted initially to build this to go with the omnibus that I did, the Rodin omnibus, obviously the colour will be very different. This is a different green, obviously being towards World War II as opposed to World War One. So really the options are open. Let me just show you the variant for the Egypt Iraq. So the one that's served in Egypt and Iraq is the top one there, which is finished in sand colour. It's got quite a bit more going for it with regards to the decals. You've got this huge roundel on the top of the turret, you've got roundels on the side, and then it's actually got a name which is HMAC, which I think is His Majesty's Armoured Car Ajax. So I'm quite tempted to do the desert one, as the colour on any of these won't match the old bill, which I initially wanted to do. So it looks like a straightforward kit. I know that I have bemoaned Rodin kits and my issues with building them, but having managed to complete one now, I'm feeling confident that I can get this one done. I think there's more positive fitment of some of the parts, and I also think that it's not so fiddly. It doesn't appear to be as fiddly. For instance, if I just go back to this step, on the omnibus we had to fit the springs on the chassis, where, as you see, they're already incorporated in the chassis on this one. So things like that, I don't think there's so many places where hopefully I will go wrong. What I like about this kit, I don't know whether you noticed on the box, is the wicker basket that's on the side, on top of one of the fenders, and the boards, and you know, it's almost like typical British kind of packing the picnic. I thought that was quite funny. And then again, some more hopefully straightforward builds of the actual vehicle itself, finishing with this one here. So yeah, the only problem will be is, I think, the actual fit of the parts, whether they go together particularly well or not. So I thought I'd just try and show you the detail on the kit. There's that part of the basket I mentioned. Got the exhaust up there. I think these two parts here are the running boards. I don't know how well this is focusing, guys. Here we have the top of the turret. It looks like you can have it open or closed. If I got a suitable figure, I may have it open and just pop a figure in the turret. That's the front of the turret there, that curved part with the hole in. This is the side of the vehicle itself, part of the chassis. Here's the wheels. The armoured car had double wheels on the back, so it had 4 altogether on the back and 2 on the front, and that's an identical sprue to the one you've just seen. Finally, here's the decals for all 3 vehicles that you can do, but most of those are for the desert one. So I think the desert one will lend itself more to chipping as well, so I'm tempted to go for that one. So there you go, guys, that's the entry into the group build. Thanks again for taking part in this, really appreciate it. I think it may be something that I do for every 100th video now, if I can remember that I actually did it for the 500th. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping you're having a good week, and I'll catch up with you soon.